shows your true colors when you're like, yes, we're a family and we're a team and we're here for you, right? Also, fuck you, right? Because that's what you're saying when you give a $3.75 million bonus to the fucking CEO, right? You're saying, hey, fuck you. Not your friend, not your fam. Fuck you. I hate your guts, but you're still gonna work for me, right? You're still gonna clock in Monday morning, right? Look, dude, there's scumbag and then there's ultra scumbag, right? Like there's uh there's a grandma is needing help with the groceries and crossing the street or some shit, and you just like walk by and don't do anything, either grandma or grandpa, and you just don't do shit, right? That's scumbag. I feel like I'm comfortable with naming that as a scumbag move, right?
Yeah.
Then there's ultra scumbag, right? So this next story here is an ultra scumbag situation, right? So, dude, we've been in quarantine for I don't know how long. How the fuck long has quarantine been? What? Almost
I mean,
over a
definitely
year
a
now.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or it's actually over a year now, right? Because I think it was at
Yeah.
the end of February that last year
Yep.
that we first entered into
Jeez.
this fucking hellscape. Um, and yeah. So it turns out that if you're a business person, right, you win either way. Quarantine, not quarantine, pandemic, no it doesn't fucking matter. You still get millions of dollars. Hooray! That's what the fuck we get with this story, man. AMC CEO gets 3.7 million fucking dollar bonus. Holy shit, bro. I can't even articulate how tone deaf that is. How not even
Mm-hmm.
fucking tone deaf. What am I even saying? Fuck tone deaf. What? I genuinely can't come up with the fucking words as to how terrible this shit actually fucking is, dude. And I'm gonna rewind the B-roll here back so we can see this motherfucker. Um, look,
Mm.
look, I get it, right? I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Mm.
In your contract, when you sign a contract with with somebody, right? You might have bonuses in that contract, right? That say, hey, if I hit these X goals, then I get whatever bonus, right? It's that way for a lot of contracts, that they have incentive goals, right? That if you hit these certain things, then boom, you get this bump, right? I get that, right? But it's weird how we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic and everybody's strapped for cash. AMC is probably the crown jewel of depictions of how crazy and uh how um how bad it's fucking gotten with the pandemic. They shut down AMC theaters. I think they collectively shut down all the AMC theaters at one point, right? Which means all the employees had to be furloughed, meaning that they did not get paid for such time that they did not work. Um, and yet somehow they found a way to give AMC's CEO a $3.75 million bonus. Now, this is the same AMC that has been on the brink of bankruptcy for literally the last year, right? Because they dumped all their money into sprucing up all the theaters, and then wham, the fucking pandemic hits and they have no money, and they have to shut down all of their fucking theaters, right? Um how the fuck does that happen? Like I need some help. I need an assist at it. In basketball, you might have somebody who's the assist leader. I need you to give me a hot bounce pass right now. Help me figure what the fuck is going on here, because I
Look,
can't not
man,
make heads or tails of it.
how nice it is to be a wealthy white man in America, during a fucking global pandemic. You know who needs to get a shout out in all of this? All right. Bonuses are generally performance based. You make the company more money, you bring in more investors, you get more money. Shout out to the fucking agent, to the lawyer, whoever it was. If it might have been the CEO himself who negotiated a global pandemic bonus relief clause in his fucking contract that would say, hey, if our company goes to the brink of extinction because of a fucking global pandemic and you just negotiate 2 or 3 deals so that way we can recoup, pennies on the dollar, we'll still give you millions of dollars. Shout out to you. That guy gets the assist. That's just being a white man in America. I'm not part of that group, unfortunately, because I don't have millions coming in. I'm
Well,
getting chump change from being, on this appearance of the
you've
Faith
got half the
podcast.
equation. So
I have half the equation. I
yeah.
just, that meme that says, don't be mad because you haven't figured out, how to use your privilege to your benefit to make millions. Like, that's me. I haven't figured it out yet, clearly. But this is just ridiculous. Like, they fucking spent between 20 and 25 million dollars in the fourth quarter last year just on severance pay. And this motherfucker gets 3 point something million dollars as a bonus for what? You negotiated contracts to get pennies on the dollar to have, the HBO Maxes and, whatever streaming services stream your shit 17 days after it hits theaters that had to shut down, that nobody is going to. What the fuck did you do? I worked in collections once. I saved, money for a big major bank every now and then. I didn't get a fucking $3 million bonus. You didn't do shit. But hey, you're a white man in America. It's a good time to be a white man in America when
Well,
you're wealthy.
so like that's just it. I don't think this has anything to do with um there's almost nothing that he could have done to earn a
Literally nothing.
$3.75 million bonus. And look, and the reason why I feel like this is like extra um uh kind of like I want to say malicious in a way, right? Like because it wasn't even a part of his, if I'm to understand correctly, and I'm going to read from the art from a piece of an article from Deadline here. Um, this was according to Deadline again, um, supplemental special incentive cash bonuses. What does that mean? Well, what that means is that this wasn't really even fucking like in his actual contract. This was just something that they were like, we got this money line here. We need to do something with it. Fuck it. Let's just give it to you. Holy shit. Hey, happy early Christmas. Or maybe this was actually during Christmas. I don't fucking know. Um, um, but I feel like that's what to me, like if it was in his contract that, okay, I need to get these, if I hit these X numbers or whatever, then I get this bonus. Now, on top of that, even if that were the fucking case, like, bruh, read the fucking room, right? We're in the middle of a pandemic. Your fucking AMC theaters, you're basically on the brink of bankruptcy like every other week, right? You've had to furlough employees. A lot of your theaters aren't open uh, currently. And in fact, they're just now getting to the point where they're reopening, right? We don't know. We've got enough money maybe to last us through the end of winter, I think is now the projecting. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Why don't we put a hold to any bonuses for right now? Like let's just not do it right now. Maybe
To
you
the
can still get it
CEOs.
later, right? Maybe if we bounce back and we're all doing good, we'll circle back and we're like that fucking hot bonus that you were going to get, boom, there it is, right? But
Well,
during the actual
clarify.
shit, huh?
To clarify, it's bonuses to the CEOs, the top paid people. Now, give bonuses to the workers that are still around. Maybe some extra severance pay for some of the ones who left. But
No,
bonuses,
but
yeah,
that's
for like
no.
CEOs.
So that's exactly what I'm fucking saying. Look. Okay, or let me put it to you another way. His base salary was um 1.25 million dollars, right? On top of that, he gets $6.48 million in stock awards and $1.92 million in non-equity incentive plan compensation, right? So he ain't hurting for money, right? Like is the moral to that story, right?
Yeah.
He's not like I can't buy a fucking the next Ferrari. God damn it! I got Not the one with the leather seats. I can't get that one. I gotta wait. Fuck. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Those are his worries, right? Okay, or look, if you want to fucking cry me fucking crocodile tears, then okay, fine. Look, your life is different than everybody else's. Nobody knows your. Okay, fine, whatever. All I'm fucking saying is you're not having to fucking worry about having fucking food on the table, right? Because that's the concern of your employees, right? I don't know how I'm going to feed my children. That's their worries, right? Your worries, whatever they might fucking be, I can guarantee you're not worried about that shit. Not when you have $1.25 million in base salaries, right? Before we get to stocks and fucking non-equity incentive plan compensation and shit, before we enter into any of those, which still fucking quadruples and whatever the fuck it is, your net worth, you're still a millionaire at the end of that, right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck do you need a $3.75 million bonus on top of that? Like, in what fucking universe? That's insane. And on top of it, just literally being insane, that is such, I can't explain to you how bad of a fucking PR hit that is. I can't,
No,
like,
dude.
there aren't fucking words. If I was an employee for fucking AMC right now, honestly, like, for like, we're pointing out AMC here. I am sure AMC is not the only fucking corporation who's been struggling and handing out bonuses at the same time. I'm positive that that's the case, right? But if I was an employee for AMC, I don't know, dog. I don't know, man. Holy shit.
Look, man, this is the you and I we talk politics quite often, and we sometimes really get into it. This is no different than right now us having this fucking opportunity, whatever you consider yourself. Like, I'm a progressive Democrat. Like, I'm looking at our fucking White House right now, and I'm seeing Joe Biden and the Kamala Harris's and the leaders of the Democratic Party having this opportunity to be fucking heroes and say, hey, yes, we are going to go ahead and bump up the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. We're going to get rid of $50,000 in, federal student loan debt. This is the same exact thing. This motherfucker and this company had the opportunity to be fucking heroes, to have a fucking beautiful, press release about this. Hey, we had $3.12 million sitting there. We felt that we need to give this, a portion of this, whatever it might be, to our current employees, to our former employees. That would be something where if I'm looking at this, like, I'm getting ready to get myself a Costco fucking membership just because I know fucking Costco is raising their own minimum wage. They've already been at 15. They're going to 16 and 17. They're paying people overtime, full-time wages, benefits. I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking get a Costco membership. I would get a fucking AMC membership if I knew that they were taking care of their employees. You had a fucking chance to be the fucking hero, and you just chose to be the ultra dick.
Yeah.
The biggest fucking dick you could be. Like,
Yeah.
even if your stockholders, whoever it is,
Ultra
like
scumbag.
ultra scumbag, yeah, like whoever the stockholders are, and they're like, hey man, you deserve this. Take it. Don't worry about the little guys. You as a person, as a fucking human being, should recognize you don't need that fucking money.
No,
you're okay. You're gonna be fine.
It's a clear failure on both sides. It's a clear failure on the fucking company for even offering that up, and then it's also a failure if he actually took it. I don't. For it,
Nah, he fucking took it, man.
Yeah,
that direct deposit cleared his bank so fast in the fucking Cayman Islands.
Shout out to Ray. But he look. And for the people who are out there saying, "Oh, you fucking idiots, man! He's like a CEO. He deserves all that." Well, like, okay, even if that's like your thing, right? That he deserved the bonus, right? How explain to me like how math works again, right? If you're a company on the brink of bankruptcy, like basically every other fucking week, and you secure funding, why is it that the first fucking or one of the first things that you do with that funding is turn around and give a fucking bonus to the person who doesn't need a fucking bonus right now? I don't. What? If you're bleeding money, if you're bleeding money, if you're about to fucking file for bankruptcy every other fucking week, it seemed like there was an article every other week that, oh my god, AMC struggling. They're sending up the flare signals that we're struggling. We don't know how, if we're gonna make it. Yada yada. Why is it one of the things like that's even on the fucking table is giving a bonus to a is that something that you built into the fact that you need money? Are you not hurting that much? Or were you really willing to file bankruptcy because you couldn't give your CEO a bonus? If not, then why the fuck are you giving them a bonus now? It makes no fucking sense. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. And it just, for every fucking reason, it's like that's America in a fucking nutshell, right? Yes, in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Yes, in a company that's on the brink of bankruptcy every other week. Yes, we're going to turn around and give the money that we've thankfully somehow secured. We're now going to give that to like one person or like to like a small handful of people. Why? Oh, because they're so much smarter than everybody else that they're able to like do all this shit. They were able to beg really fucking hard from investors to fucking
Yeah,
give us this money. So therefore, we're going to give them that same said money.
there it
What?
is, right there. As
Right.
soon as you said that, it hit me. He got a $3 million bonus for being a fucking con man and conning all these companies, investors into giving them money so that way they can do what? It's a fucking dying industry. You have said it yourself. You were on the forefront of this however many years ago. Like, the theater industry is gonna fail. It's gonna fail eventually. It's gonna fail and crash miserably. It's gonna be hard. Like, you did not do your company any favors by giving early releases to HBO Max. HBO Max got you. Like, you didn't get them.
So
You maybe saved a couple of pennies, but that's about it. Like,
well,
HBO Max was there. They had a platform. You didn't. You didn't fucking invest in AMC streaming. You should have fucking done something differently. But no, you're running on this old ass idea. You're a fucking blockbuster, man. You're gonna be a fossil soon.
so that's just the thing. I don't think theaters are ever going away. Like in terms of like just period, right? I think that there'll always be
Yeah.
there'll always be a market for
Look,
them.
man,
But
people need their $2 matinees, okay? Like you need those.
the problem is that uh it's an antiquated, just like you were saying, it's an antiquated sort of like process, right? Which is okay, they come out with a movie, it shows in theaters for like 3 months, and then it goes to, somewhere on demand, right? That's an old style of doing things,
Yeah.
right? Where now COVID is literally changed, and the world was already changing before COVID, right? So I say all that to say is that the deal that they struck with HBO, that was, look, unpopular opinion here, but to me, I don't know if the deal specifically was a good idea, but I know that that thought process is a good idea, that you have to figure out how to co-opt this entire thing than to just be left in the dust behind, because we saw exactly what the fuck happens if you get left behind, right? If all the fucking theaters can't, you can't physically go out to the theater, well, you're fucked. Right? If you're a theater, we've clearly seen, so you got to figure out a way how to co-opt this streaming shit, right? um yeah, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not gonna give you 3.75 million fucking dollars. I don't give a fuck how long you sat on the phone. I don't care who your buddies you talked to. I don't care what funding you secured. You're not getting a $3.75 million bonus. You know why? Because people are still fucking hurting out there, dude. Like
Yeah.
our same employees that we're talking about, like, oh, like we love, I'm sure they, when they fucking hire them, they're like, yes, we're really team oriented here, right? You cannot, like, you can't just be like, or I guess you can, but it's the fucking, it shows your true colors when you're like, yes, we're a family and we're a team and we're here for you, right? Also, fuck you, right? Because that's what you're saying when you give a $3.75 million bonus to the fucking CEO, right? You're saying, hey, fuck you. Not, no, 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 not your friend, not your family. Fuck you. I hate your guts, but you're still gonna work for me, right? You're still gonna clock in Monday morning, right? Also, fuck you when you fuck, like, as soon as you clock in, the time card reader, it screams out, hey, asshole, fuck you. That's what the time card reader says to you, right? Look, this is, when I saw this story, I just, unfathomable, is the best way I can fucking put it, dude. But I think we've exhausted it enough. I think we've shitted on this guy enough. We've gone almost 2 hours here, man. I think we're gonna fucking leave it there, my dude. And leave
Yeah.
us a comment in the comment section below. What do you guys think of this whole situation with this AMC CEO getting a very unnecessary bag from AMC. Let us know in the comment section below. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached